we can go back now to our web server checklist. We've already seen better ways to organize our code into reusable pieces with modules. We've seen ways to deal with files, both synchronous and asynchronous, and buffers, both the built-in Node one and the ES6 buffers. And we've seen a way to deal with work that takes a long time, dealing with asynchronous events and also streams. Now, we've seen that we have the ability to communicate over the internet, that Node under the hood has that connection through the operating system to be able to deal with TCP/IP. And we've also seen that the messages that we send back and forth are built in as well. And the format is HTTP, another protocol. And in that standard format, we can receive an HTTP request or send an HTTP request and send and receive a response. And that allows us to serve as a web server. Now, we've been saying that there are some things that we can do, but would be nice if we didn't have to do them ourselves, hand code them. If someone else had coded them for us and we could just use it. Well, we're going to talk about just that. There are a number of utilities to do those kinds of things for us, popular ones like Koa, KOA, for example, but the one we're going to focus on is the most popular and most common. It's called Express, and it's a bunch of JavaScript code that's been written for us to do the kinds of things we've been talking about. Now, that said, we first have to answer the question, how do we install all of that JavaScript code into our Node application? Well, thanks to Node modules that came along before JavaScript supported modules natively, something happened. An explosion of open source, free to use, free to see how it works, JavaScript code. In fact, Node is responsible for the largest open source ecosystem of code in history. So next we'll look at NPM and the NPM registry.